TIFU by listening to a sports podcast at work. I'm a 20 meters and I work as a carpentry apprentice with a union contractor. I'm just a first-term apprentice, so I usually end up spending a significant amount of time cleaning. Because I usually spend most of the day working by myself, I enjoy listening to sports podcasts to pass the time faster. Usually I'd be listening to it with headphones. They needed to be updated. But today I was listening on my mini speaker. I regularly just keep my speaker playing when I'm talking with my supervisor, just on a lower volume. Today, while I was talking to my foreman, he's a pretty nice guy and we get along pretty well. We were having a spirited debate about whether or not he actually drank urine. His argument was that he drank so much water that it didn't taste like anything. When our conversation came to a pause, to my surprise, David Jacoby blurted out, "Vibrating anal beads." We both burst into laughter. After he left, I backed up the podcast to see what story possibly could bring this up. It was some story about a chess player and coach using vibrating anal beads to communicate, which is cheating. Once I actually had an explanation on why that came up on the podcast, I went to go talk to my foreman. I stupidly kept my podcast playing while I was looking for him. While I was passing a couple coworkers, it was blurted out again. I cut my losses and continued looking for my foreman. I played it back for him and we both got a good laugh out of it. TLDR, David Jacoby embarrassed me in front of my coworkers twice without trying. I was honestly expecting you to have lost your job over listening to a podcast at work. The chess speaks for itself. Wait, what was that about your foreman drinking urine? Was that about Hans Niemann? LMAO. Okay, listen. If you keep walking around playing this for people, eventually they're going to get the hint, and either HR is gonna get a call or someone is going to volunteer to operate your controller. Hans will forever be known for the anal bead scandal. Today I had a mildly awkward instance. Holy hell. That's hilarious. BTW. The anal beads are a joke that went viral. And there's no evidence of Hans Niemann cheating outside of online chess right now. The guy who was his coach, Maxim Delugi, has allegedly cheated online in the past but hasn't been associated with him for a few years. Chess.com only released his emails because the chess world champion Magnus Carlsen, who originally accused Hans of cheating, mentioned him along with Hans. This is so mild on a construction site. That was embarrassing? Oh, I listened to something out loud that someone heard. The biggest foo is chess being mentioned on a sports podcast. I love chess, but a sport it ain't. Got to give the people what they want. Speaking head, speaking head, speaking head. Give the people what they want! Exclamation mark. Years ago I was using a toilet at work. I'm watching Facebook videos on mute. Then one comes up. It's like a sports car. The text says, "Turn up the audio to hear this engine purr." Quote, they turn it on and they bamboozle me. It's a lady screaming sex noises. Luckily for me, the almost always crowded bathroom was empty. It's not even real. It was a joke started online, being the only way this guy could cheat with their security was if he used vibrating anal beads or something. And the guy that lost, because he is rich, powerfully and sheltered by the chess community, has just said yep, he must have used anal beads. No, Magnus, he just kicked your ass. If you're interested, Magnus just sold his little online chess empire to chess.com for $85 million, so they have the monopoly in online chess games, and Magnus is to stay on as the figurehead, mascot, only to lose his first game in the next tournament. He then left without even telling anyone. He announced on Twitter that he quit the tournament after his next opponent won by forfeit. He is a man baby who can't accept that he lost, and chess.com is backing him because of their financial interests. I said my piece. So, what? Now the foreman and your coworkers all think you're a colossal nerd because they talk about chess on your sports podcast, eh?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.